Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional, holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And also I offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there, guys, and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person, of course. So let's go. All right. All right, guys. I think you're coming in with yourself here, collective. However, let's get into it, eh? What's happening with you at this point in time? So you are coming in with the Empress here. The Empress is both Taurus and Libra because it is ruled, both signs are ruled by Venus. All right? And Venus rules your second house, and it also rules your seventh house. Second house being Taurus, seventh house being Venus. All right? Okay. Now, Venus is actually in Gemini at this point in time here, guys. So there's a lot going on in that respect. Here, so is Uranus. Uranus is also in Gemini. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay? And Mercury is in retrograde because it's going through Leo at this point in time. Let me keep going here for you. You know, there's a big change happening here for you, and it comes in as how you think here, of course, because how I see Mercury, guys, it does come in as communication, but it also comes in as the mind and how the mind works. All right, how it sparks, you know, new ideas here. What motivates and inspires you. It also can come in as your imagination. However, let me keep going here, because what's changing here, guys, in terms of Venus here coming in with the Empress, it talks about how you see your environment. It comes in as friends and family as well here. See, it's not small here when you're coming in with Gemini here. I want to say here in your reading, is what I'm actually picking up here, guys, is that your friends and your family here see you different now. There's some major changes that you've been through. So it kind of comes in as where were you before, and how your friends, your family, your work colleagues may have seen you in the past here. Okay? For you to come in this way here. But this talks about when you're coming in with Venus. Okay, when you're coming in with the Empress, this talks about your physical here makeup. All right, guys, how you look here. It also talks about here in your reading how you think, what you do, your communication style here, your communication technique. Here there is a I want to say there's a lot more clarity coming in now that for you, because of the changes that you've gone through. You've gone through some kind of reprogramming here in your reading, and you're also coming in with building some stronger relationships here. See, it kind of comes in here in your reading is that the relationships that you build with people, these are stable in a sense here. People feel a lot more comfortable and confident when they're around you, when they work with you here, because it's the way in which you come in. Because there are still principles here, guys, that you do follow, let's say, from the program, from tradition and religion. And those principles could very well be humility. Those principles could very well be respect. You're coming in with mindfulness, thoughtfulness here. Okay, it's sympathy is what I'm getting in terms of compassion and empathy when it comes to other people. Hence why your relationships that you're building, these could very well be working relationships here. All right, guys, it really depends on the people that you work with or work for, or the people that come towards you. Yeah. That's where the confidence comes in. That's where the comfortability, people relax around you here. There is a trust that you can build. It's rapport that you build with people. That's what I'm getting with the Empress card here, because it's the way in which you build, of course, build relationships, but you're coming in with how you build new relationships here, and the principles that you follow in order to build those relationships. It can also come in as confidentiality, trust here, all right, discipline, honesty here. Now you're also coming in with the Chariot card here, okay? Chariot card is Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and Cancer rules your 4th house. The moon rules your 4th house here, guys. Your private life here in your reading. Now the moon is transiting Scorpio at this time. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto rules your 8th house. Yeah. There's a really good side to you here. What else can I say here, guys? 1 minute. Here in your reading, I get here, because of the way in which you hold yourself here. All right. When I spoke about the Empress card here, okay, there is being able to connect with people here. Yeah, okay, like-minded people, but this also comes in as with here in your reading, new relationships that you build with people. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. Yeah. See, when you come in with the Chariot card, how I see the Chariot card is what motivates and inspires you. It's like goal setting here. Okay, in order to get to the end goal here, it's about the steps that you need to take in order to get there. But of course, you've already got your steps in place here. Okay, and I spoke about, respect, mindfulness here, guys, sympathy here, truth, honesty here, trust. Those are your steps. That's what I get with the Chariot card. And why you come in with that here, guys, it talks about, well, what I want to say is a healthier approach to building relationships here. Relationships here. Well, I suppose partnerships here as well, guys, but it really, okay. And what I mean by partnerships here, coming in with the Chariot card, it's boundaries. It's healthy boundaries here. And this is all about your person as well here. That's what I'm getting. Now you have Jupiter in Cancer here, guys. Yeah, it actually comes in as the relationships that you build here. Okay? That it's not just a small group anymore here. Your group's getting bigger. But why it's getting bigger here, guys, it does come in as how you build these relationships here. Key aspects. What are these relationships built upon? What's the foundation here? What is the, not so much the hidden meaning or the agenda here, guys. It's about, so how do I build a solid relationship here with people, new people here, customers even, work colleagues here, guys. That's all coming in here in your reading. All right, let me keep going here, eh? Because some of these relationships are new relationships here. It's a working relationship here. It's a client relationship here. Here, because Venus is on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, and it could very well be moving into Cancer very soon. So let's come in with obstacles and challenges here. Thank you. All right, let's go. All right, so you're coming in with the King of Pentacles. You're also coming in with the Eight of Pentacles, and you are coming in with the Two of Cups here in your reading. What it talks about there in your reading, when you're coming in with the King of Pentacles, it talks about here, it talks about being stable here. Not so much because of your pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles. Not so much of their keep that they've got material resources in a sense, and they work their ass off here. It comes in as them being stable within themselves when you're coming in with the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah. In order to come in with the Two of Cups. Because what I get here, and this could very well be your person, is that I get in their mind here, they know, let me come in that way, here they know they need more than just the pentacles here. to be I was going to say to be chosen by you here. Changes aren't as easy as this person now sees them to be, because for the King of Pentacles, changes may have been for this person was actually their environment here, how things have changed for them over time in terms of their material resources here, guys, their material abundance. That for your person showed changes, stages that they had actually gone through. And of course, when you're coming in with the Chariot card, what it can talk about there is that I spoke about goal setting here, and so that's exactly what your person has done here in your reading. But what it talks about there, coming in with the Eight of Pentacles in your reading, even though you have all of that, it still doesn't change the way in which they feel about themselves on the inside here, on a personal level here. Hence why I came in with being stable within yourself. It comes in as being grounded here, and you can see it as release, surrender the ego, and release the control here. Controlling, what I mean there is controlling how you feel purely because of what you have in your environment here. Yeah, and yeah, of course, it can come in like that. Because when you're coming in with the Two of Cups, it comes in with union with self here, and then union with your person here. And that's what it's kind of talking about here in your reading, union with yourself here. And when you're coming in with union with self here, and you're coming in with the Chariot card, all right, guys, the moon, which is ruled by the moon being in your 8th house here of transformations, you definitely go through a hell of a lot of transformations in terms of the 8 of Pentacles here, to be ready for the Two of Cups. Well, to get yourself into union here. And it is proving to be an obstacle and a challenge for the King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what the potential outcome is. I need a little bit more cards here, guys. All right, so you come in with the 8 of Wands. You have the 7 of Wands here, guys. And then you also come in with the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so what are we coming in with? I get here in your reading, this Knight of Pentacles is actually coming in as yourself here. Actually coming in with the Queen, with the Empress card here in your reading. Yeah, because this is talking about there's a new beginning. You definitely have a new beginning. The new beginning is you. It doesn't normally come in that way, but with your cards coming out on the board, it talks about here in your reading, in a sense, thinking for yourself here, making your own mind up here. You can't be rushed. That's what it's also talking about here. You can't be forced. You can't be forced to make a decision here. And this King of Pentacles may be trying to force you to make a decision. Here in your reading, let me keep going here. Okay. coming in with Virgo here, guys. The King of Pentacles could very well be a Virgo here. How your cards are coming in here. Yeah. Yep. Changes is what I get there in your reading. See, because what it also tells me here in your reading, coming in with the Eight of Pentacles, is that you've already done certain things with yourself. You've already made some major changes here. You may have already gone through a cycle here. It's kind of how this is coming in. Because even though you have the Eight of Wands and you're coming in with communication, you're coming in here, it can also talk about here in your reading a shift here, wanting to create changes. But with the Seven of Wands coming in here, what it talks about there in your reading is that I will make my own mind up. So here, you know, you can't force me to take any kind of action I don't want to take. I will think about it. I need time to think about it. I need time to think whether or not it's going to work for me. That's what I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles, because this is my opportunity here. That's how it's coming in for you. This is my opportunity, so I'll do with it how I feel it should go, the best for myself here. You, of course, I'm not too sure if this can be seen as a delay here. What I get with the Knight of Pentacles, what I get there for yourself here is, don't force me. Yeah. Because what I actually get here in your reading is with the Two of Cups coming in, and this is proving to be an obstacle and a challenge for the King of Pentacles here. The obstacle and the challenge, what it also talks about there in your reading is for you to actually choose this person. Because this person is coming in with Virgo traits here, guys. Yeah. See, it tells me here in your reading is that you're not quite focused on this King of Pentacles. You're not focused on the King of Pentacles here. You're actually focused on what you need to do here, and I spoke about that here in your reading. So let's come in with some advice. So you're coming in with the Five of Swords here. And so the Five of Swords here in your reading. So what the Five of Swords can be talking about there in your reading is listening to other people. That's how I see it. It's like listening to tarot readers here. Here in your reading. When they say certain things are going to happen, you know, and it doesn't kind of happen that way. One way in which I can say it here, it's about asking other people for advice, asking other people for support here. So it's what with the Five of Swords, what it talks about there, it comes in as, what I'm picking up, it could very well be the King of Pentacles, and whoever it is that they are listening to, whoever it is that's in their ear here. Because for the King of Pentacles, what it talks about there is changes. They've got to be stable within themselves. And to be stable within yourself, you're definitely looking at your health and your well-being here. All right, you're looking at your physique, your physical well-being. All right, your nutrition here. Okay, your strength here. You're also coming in with, also here in your reading, your mental health and well-being, your emotional stability here. All of that needs to be worked on when you're coming in with the Eight of Pentacles. See, this comes in as trust yourself here, the Five of Swords. Trust in what you know to be true. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop overthinking, doubting yourself here. All right? And when you do listen to other people, when you do seek advice and listen to other people, what could happen there is that it may not be the advice that you want to hear. And I'm not saying that it's wrong here, guys. It does come in as, are you ready for it here? And does it really pertain to you? This is about your discernment here, guys. Wow. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your reading, and I will catch you later. Bye.